So I'll be keeping a journey of, my documentation on how the carnivore diet is going to change my body composition, since I can track my my muscle mass, my body fat mass, even the parts of my body that have fat on them. It tells how much fat in each extremity and stuff. So it's a pretty neat scale. If anybody wants to know about that more, I would be willing to do a video on that scale. I've been testing it out just to see how, get used to it, see how it works and stuff like that. So now I think I got it down. So I can pretty much count. I did compare that to my Weight Watchers scale that also does a scan. It's about 5 different data points, and I did check it against that, and it's about 0.4 points or 0.4 pounds off, different. So we're going to go with a heavier weight, and that's with the brand new scale that does the body thing. So here is my first grocery store haul. I am home. I decided to take advantage of this trip home. I normally buy my Butcherbox, but Butcherbox is such beautiful grass-fed, grass-finished meat, and the link will be in the description. If you are interested in trying that, you get, I think, up to $50 or $50 free meat or something if you use my link. But it is grass-fed, grass-finished beef delivered right to your door. I love the service. However, what I'm doing now requires more fat in my cuts of meat. And Butcherbox makes such beautiful meat that they cut off a lot of the fat. And so we went to the grocery store to try to stock up on a budget. So this is what I got. I got a few other personal items too. And so I've ordered from Amazon it was about $87. It's a really nice air fryer to help me cook this meat to perfection. And it is a small one, so it'll fit nicely in the truck. So let me just go over what I picked up for my carnivore grocery haul. I got this little thing to zip my butter into my coffee. It's a fun little thing. So I like it blended better than just letting it float on top and letting that be my very first sip of my coffee. So I got this fun little thing. My daughter has one of these, and I tried it and I loved it very much. So I got myself one. I got me a nice $6 set of razor sharp brand new blades for the meat cutting. It came with this little guy. I probably won't need that, but anyways, $6. I got this humongous chunk of pork and fat. It's the bone-in shoulder butt. I didn't know if shoulders had butts, but whatever. It was on sale, and it was buy one, get one free. So I got 2 of these bad boys. They are 10 pounds each, so I got 20 pounds of big fat pork. And I bought this the other day. I got this from a grocery store in some state that I was in. This is beef suet. So this is literally a hunk of straight fat from a cow. The beef kidney suet. So this is the fat around the kidney of the cow. So that was $7. So I'm going to figure out how to cut this up into portions in case I need extra fat. I got me a fresh thing of eggs. Best I could do in Kroger in Flint. So there's 18 eggs. I got me 2 pounds of butter here, which I definitely will use between my coffee and drenching my meat in it. I also bought a big thing of pink Himalayan sea salt to salt my meat with this butter, which makes it extra yummy. And I did get myself some goat cheese, some crumbled goat cheese for the days that I might be craving some cheese type substance, or maybe blend it in my meat or push it into my hamburger or something like that. So I thought that would be a good idea, just so I don't give in to any stupid cravings, which I really haven't had any cravings. So it's quite interesting. I have freezer bags for the portioning. And I also invested into a meat thermometer to have on the truck. And this probably isn't the best one I could get. However, we're on a budget, so that's what's going on there. So I can make sure with all this big fat pork that I don't undercook anything. So I love a deal. Love a deal. I also got some more pork. I wanted beef baby back ribs, but they didn't have any because, we don't have all the selection in the world because we're in Flint, Michigan, so we're lucky to get what we get. So I got me a slab of these ribs. I think that'll be fun to cook in the air fryer. It's got a nice layer of fat on the back. And it is so weird for me to be shopping for fat when I have been the biggest anti-fat person in most of my life. So anyways, there's that. I got 2 big old chunks of big fat bacon. This hardwood smoked applewood and hickory. I love bacon. I love that I can have bacon on this diet. And so I got a ton of it. There's 1.5 pounds each. On that should last me at least a couple of weeks. Had a pretty poor meat selection at the grocery store. The ribeyes that they did have available were thin cut, which is like lame, and they were expensive. So I called Mr. Red Lady up for some meat support today, and he was so gracious and kind to coach me through this. So I got a chuck roast, and there's a 2-pound chuck roast. That's the only one they had, so of course I snatched it because look at that great fat on there. And then just for trying to figure out, I want to cut up some chunks of meat and just, gnaw on some chunks of meat. My choices were the bottom round roast and the lower cod roast or something like that was called. Sterling let me know that those were very, like the bottom of the barrel, tough meats. So the only other options I had were these London broil, and they do say beef top round London broil choice boneless. So I hope that means it's going to be chewable. I've never bought this cut of meat before, but I got a nice almost 2 pounds there, 3 pounds there, same thing, London broil. I got that one, and I got this one, and they had one more left, so I got that one. So I really left the shelf empty with nothing but the bottom tough cuts of red meat in the grocery store, and that was that. So with this and the other things I had to pick up, my personal items for the truck, I spent about $285 today, and this is enough. This better be enough meat, but this is a lot of meat. So I'm about to go to town on our bar here, and I got the cutting boards ready. I got the new knives ready, and I'm going to do some butchering and pre-packaging into these freezer things so that I can prepare packages for me to take onto the truck to put in my little Apicool freezer, which actually holds quite a lot of food and keeps it frozen. So this is it. And I probably could not have gotten away with $300 for this much meat through Butcherbox, to be honest, even though I love them so much. I pump them all the time. But, those are grass-fed, grass-finished meats. Check out the link below if you like. The meat is beautiful. It's amazing. It's delicious. It's a totally different texture because of how they're raised and fed. And I highly recommend that. But in my case, we're trying to stock up on a lot of meat so I don't have to worry about it for a while. Because one thing I've noticed, been carnivore for 2 weeks now, and when it's time, like I stay hungry, I stay not hungry most of the day and through the night and stuff, but when it's time, when my body's ready to eat some food, like I'm turning into, like, my brain goes to that primal hunting phase where, like, I need to go find some meat and I need to eat right now. And so I've been noticing that. So, but it's fine, you know. I'm just ready to eat this meat. So I'm not craving any other foods, which is kind of wild too. So there's my first weigh-in, official weigh-in. If you guys are doing this too, I know some of you said you were interested in doing this with us. So if you have started to try or whatever, because I feel like it does take a week or two for you to, like, adapt and adjust and get ready to make sure you're organized, that, you know, this can be easier for you and you can incorporate it easy. Giving yourself patience and time to do that is totally fine. And, you know, hopefully you can ease into it instead of just going cold turkey, because it is a change and your mind kind of has to get on different foods instead of, you know, getting hungry and grabbing the first thing. So my air fryer will come tomorrow from Amazon, and it was on sale, so I got that for $86 or $87, something like that. And I also ordered a meat slicer for the house. So the next grocery haul, when I grab something like this, I'll probably put this one in the freezer, and I'll cut this one up to take with me on the truck. I'm not sure. I'm hoping I can fit all this meat into my Appy-Cool. So packing it efficiently is going to be key. But I'm pretty sure this is excessive, but this was the free one. So bonus. And so I will probably just put this in the deep freezer downstairs for my next prep time. But I'm pretty sure, except for the eggs, because I will go through the eggs faster, and I probably will go through the bacon faster. But I'm in this fat, I'm sure will probably last me forever. I haven't tasted it yet. I've never even dreamed of buying something like this to put in my body. So it's pretty wild. It's going to be interesting. I have to, you know, cut a piece, cook it, and then taste it. I hear it's very, very delicious you know, once you cook up a little piece of it or whatever. So if you're hitting, you know, you don't have to worry about calories, and you don't have to worry about ratios as far as proteins to fats and whatever. You try to want to keep it around, like, because I do track my numbers on FitnessPal, like, religiously. So I'm watching the data. And so I pretty much try to stay at a 2-to-1. Sometimes I go way over with the fat, but I'm not stressing out about it because it's okay. So my body has been the past 2 weeks adjusting to getting fat adapted. So if you've seen what I've eaten and how much fat that I've eaten, and the fact that I even lost weight at all is blowing my mind. So I'm very interested in, you know, how this is all going to turn out. I've had about, maybe the last 2 weeks, probably a total of maybe 30 grams of carbs. And maybe that came from a little bit of cheese that I threw on a burger or something like that. But that's how non-carb, no carbs that I'm eating. And I've lost the weight. So I'm going to dial in now. So I hope you all stay tuned. I'm going to dial in, show my report, and then, you know, I'm hoping to get home every weekend, or even to weigh in out on the road, maybe every weekend. And then, for sure every weekend, but maybe a couple times in between there. I don't know. But I'm going to keep the journal of the changes in the numbers. so you can see that. I am trying to get 2 to 3 workouts in a week. They're not excessive, they're not strenuous, but I'm looking to increase, the weightlifting part. But right now that's not it. I'm just making sure I can move all my parts and and put some weight to it. So that's what I've just started with. And then of course I haven't walked a lot this last week because I was literally running my face off out on the road, and I did have Kinley with me, and unfortunately we didn't have that much fun because I worked almost my entire clock, and so I'm pretty exhausted. I'm so ready to eat one of these pieces of meat and be an animal for a minute, but yeah, so it was a rough week as far as getting my steps in and stuff. And so, but the weeks before that, we've all been doing the challenges and the Samsung challenge, and we were all getting after it. So I apologize for being the slacker this week, but I will be putting up a new steps challenge because I have to get back to my steps. Kinley has decided to get off of the truck and go home. I think she got wore out, and and so I'm just going to go back to the road and back to my normal stuff and back to getting my steps in and stuff. So, and I want to thank the people that are participating. I hope it is motivating for you. I hope it's fun for you. I do have to make a post because Jerome Jones killed us all on the last one. So congratulations, Jerome. I haven't made a post to post that up, and I'm so sorry, but it has been one hectic, busy, exhausting week. And so I haven't got the sleep that I really needed to get and things like that. So I'm looking forward to a new week next week and improving those factors. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I highly recommend, if you are interested or if you are trying to start this and trying to get some pointers or some advice or whatever, please subscribe to Dr. Ken Berry. He has been pretty much all of the questions and information I've wanted to know between him and Dr. Chaffee's channel, Chaffe. Those are 2 doctors that absolutely teach about the amazing benefits of this and lots of testimonies and stuff like that. So other than that, leave me any questions if you want. Leave me some encouragement if you want. I love you guys, and I hope that this is fun for you to watch me do this and see what it looks like in real life as a trucker. So I'm very anxious to see what happens to my body. My goal is to lose the stored body fat in the areas, right, that I don't want it stored. So the number on the scale doesn't mean much to me. I am very muscular as far as, I have a lot of muscle because I used to train in the gym all the time, so I still have that weight. So I'm not really concerned with the weight on the scale. I'm more concerned with the data that I'm going to show you that will be my muscle mass and my body fat percentage. I'm hoping to see that move and the whole recomposition that will happen. It happens to everybody that does the carnivore, so I'm very excited to watch the numbers. That's why I got that new scale. And so hope you can look forward to that and see how it goes. And maybe I can encourage somebody and inspire you, or just have fun watching me do this and make magic happen. So that's that. I got that over with. Snorlord OG channel has been posting I think he's been doing daily check-ins. So also keep, following his channel, because him and I are doing 40 days. I'm just a couple of days ahead of him, but like I said, I kind of had a couple of adjustment days. He's done this before, I haven't. So I've just finished. I started July 3rd. So to be exact, when I left Sterling's wedding extravaganza, he sent me off with like 3 pounds of tri-tip, and I said, well, now is a good time to start. So I ate that meat for the first 3 days. and just smashed on it. So I was like, man, I can do this. The tri-tip he makes is amazing. And so it was a good kickoff. And so that's how I did it. So me and Snorla are both trying to do this. We committed to each other for 40 days to help each other in accountability. Of course, he's helping coach me because I ask him questions about what's happening or how I feel or whatever. And he has a lot of knowledge to give me any pointers. So watch Snorlord OG channel and watch his journey as well. Okay? That's all I got for now, guys. Hope this was good. And we're at 20 minutes, so I'm going to let you loose. And maybe we'll have coffee in the morning. Stay tuned. Thanks.